Everyone get out.
Hi guys, it's me Antonov2 here, and today it's time again for another big World of Tanks review. And at the start of this review today will be a real classic, the T-34 Russian Tier 5 medium tank. And this tank is a legend. It was the most built tank in this entire Second World War. It was kind of the tank that it was the tank of the Red Army. So this tank is it's probably one of the most legendary tanks in the history of tank engineering. And yeah, besides stuff like the Tiger and the Panther and so on, this tank is just it's a real legend. And while it was kind of a legend in real life, it isn't that much a legend in World of Tanks. It's an amazing tank and I really love it, but you don't see it all that often around the battlefield, which I think is a real shame because this is a really amazing tank. I'll quickly tell you through the stats. 450 hit points is kind of average for tier 5 medium tanks. It's not great, but yeah, it's kind of average. It's lower average. It's kind of heavy considering that it's tier 5, and it's got a pretty powerful engine though, so that allows it to go at a speed of 56 kilometers an hour. Now that's not quite true. You'll be usually cruising at about 40 kilometers or between 30 and 40 kilometers an hour, except for if you're going downhill, but that's just absolutely unrealistical. The traverse speed is 40 degrees per second. I must admit it feels kind of sluggish when you're driving this tank. I mean the traverse speed, not the speed. The traverse speed feels kind of a bit sluggish. However, it turns fairly quickly. It's just kind of one of these impressions you get. The armor is not all that amazing really. It's got 45 on sides and front of the hull and 40 at the rear, which is pretty bad really. However, it's sloped very well, and if you can angle your tank like this, you'll get quite a lot of bounces in tier 5 games. Your turret is armoured a bit better, 52mm at the front, 52 at the sides of the turret and 54 at the rear. However, at rear and side, these are pretty flat surfaces. Everything will penetrate you there probably. However, your gun mantle is pretty sturdy and you will get quite a lot of ricochets from it if people aim at it. Of course, there's also this commander's hatch here, which is a very big and obvious weak spot. However, with a tank that's got 45mm of hull armor, you don't really have to be aiming for weak spots usually. However, if you're in a lower tier tank and you cannot penetrate anywhere normally in this tank, you shouldn't really go for the low glaciers because it's a tiny target and it's sloped really well. You should either go for this machine gun port here, or if you've got the gun elevation, you should go for this commander's cupola. However, if you're in a tier 4 tank, for example, I would always recommend you to go for the machine gun port because you're usually going to be lower than this tank, and aiming up here will increase the armor efficiency because it will increase the angle with which your shell hits this hatch here. So that's why I would always go for this machine gun port, because it's very flat and easy to hit. Yeah, from the sides and rear, this tank is armoured well too. However, not as well as from the front, but still from the rear you get some ricochets actually if you angle this tank. But angling your armor is really decisive in this machine. Angling it at about this angle here will really help. And the great thing is that your side armor is just as strong as your frontal armor, which means that your side armor's got the same bouncing potential as your frontal armor, so you can just kind of put your tank into a perfect diamond shape, and you'll get quite a few ricochets. And yeah, next we'll come to the guns, and you've got a choice of 4 guns in total on the T-34. First of all, you get the 76mm L11, which is a pile of shit. Then you get this 76mm F34. Well, it's not that bad really. It's pretty inaccurate, but It's rapid firing and it's got good penetration. But the gun you want to be using on this tank is this 57mm ZIS-4. You've basically got a choice of two different tier 5 guns, which is this 57mm ZIS-4 and the 76mm S54. I would definitely recommend the ZIS-4 over the 76mm. I will just quickly have a look and compare the two. The caliber is a lot bigger on the 76mm. However, the ZIS-4 fires a lot quicker. That's 10 rounds per minute quicker actually than the S54. The penetration is better on the ZIS-4. Alpha damage is a bit lower. It's 30 HP less, which is quite a lot at tier 5 really. It's a lot more accurate and the aiming time is a lot better. So what is this gun going for it? Actually only the alpha damage. And the alpha damage, well, it is quite a bit better, but you know, this alpha damage only counts if you actually hit and penetrate your target, which isn't granted with this gun. And this gun's got just everything, and the damage is not, well, it's pretty meek, but combined with this really high rate of fire and the really good penetration for a tier 5 tank, this means that you'll have a really high DPM. We'll just quickly have a look at the DPM. Let's see if we can get it with a mouse over. Yeah, 2.217k DPM. That's amazing. Just for sakes of comparison, we'll have a look at the DPM of the Super Pershing. That has got a DPM of 1756. The T-34 has got 500 HP damage per minute, better than the Super Pershing. Its DPM is comparable to that of the AMX ACMLE48. The DPM of the ACMLE48 is only 100 HP better about. So this tank with a ZIS-4 gun on it has got an amazing DPM. And I've played the tank with both of these guns, but I really cannot recommend the 76mm because of the really bad accuracy and the really bad aiming time. Because even when you've reloaded, you'll be sitting there and waiting till this gun aims. Until it's aimed, I find that your enemies put 3 shots into you and you're dead. So this gun's definitely better. And although the aiming time on this gun is longer than the reload, so if you want to aim fully, you'll have to wait longer than your reload. This gun, even if you don't aim fully, is still more accurate than the S54. There's not much really going for the 76mm gun. I can only recommend this 57mm because this ZIS-4 is a really amazing gun. So, what other stats have we got left? The turret traverse, 49 degrees per second. That's a really good turret traverse. That's the traverse speed about of a tier 10 medium tank, so that's really good. And it gets a really decent chunk of view range too, 350 meters. That's quite a lot of view range for a tier 5 tank. The signal range is not all that amazing. 525, that's nothing to get excited about. I mean, it's not all that bad for tier 5, but you know, it's no good really. We'll have a quick look at cruise skills, although you probably won't unlock cruise skills unless you keep this tank just because you know you like it and want to have it in your garage, which I can definitely recommend because it's an amazing tank. So you definitely want to have repairs for your entire crew. After that, I wouldn't recommend Brothers in Arms all that much really. I would go with Snapshot and Smooth Ride for, let's see, the commander's also the gunner, so I would get Snapshot for the commander, which is your gunner, so I would get Snapshot here, and Smooth Ride for your driver, just to keep the aim time down, because the aiming time is kind of the only problem with this ZIS-4 gun, because it aims longer than the reload, so that really helps. For the radio operator, I'd get situational awareness or signal boosting, but I'd probably go with situational awareness because This tank's got a really amazing view range, and buffing that is always good. For the loader, well, yeah, I'd probably go with safe storage then for the second skill. Well, that's actually a perk. But there isn't really a big ammo racking problem with this tank. If you want to fit equipment, you should get the toolbox, I guess, as well as the enhanced gun lane drive and the medium caliber tank gun rammer. However, you could also swap the toolbox or the medium caliber tank gun rammer for coated optics. But you definitely want to have the gun lane drive. So yeah, I would go with a setup: toolbox, enhanced gun lane drive, medium caliber tank gun rammer. That's the best, I think. I've been talking to you quite a while about how amazing this tank is. Let's have some gameplay to prove it to you. So first replay is on Prokhorovka, and obviously me and my T-34. It's a tier 5 game, pretty nice matchup. And well, this game is pre-patch 8.6. This is an 8.5 game, and I haven't seen this for ages. I've got no idea what's going to happen, so it's going to be just as big a surprise for me as for you. Yeah, as you can see, I'm heading down this left side of the map, this kind of flanking side. It's an encounter battle, which I think was only introduced in 8.5. And there's a Panzer 3/4 as well as a Crusader with me, and a T-70 is coming up behind, although he isn't really all that amazing support tank in tier 5 catch. But you know, better than nothing. So we're basically 4 tanks in this flank here. The rest of our team is heading over to the right side. And oops, I rammed the Crusader there. Sorry, Crusader. But you know, he just decided to drive backwards just when I was going past. Couldn't help it. And our team's capping the base. And just there you can see the problem with the signal range on this tank, because I can't see which of my teammates is in our base. So just because my signal range isn't good enough. And now the base is being captured by the enemies again. So seems pretty even out there. 2 of our tier 3 tanks have died already, the Cruiser 2 as well as the Panzer 1C. That's an amazing little tank for Panzer 1C. I want to drive it once. I haven't driven it yet really, but all my friends who drove it say it's amazing. Just that little machine gun, you know. Yeah, there's a Valentine. Let's see if we can get some shots into him. And there you can just see the aiming time is the only real letdown with this gun. But look at that reload speed. That's amazing. But as you can see, I have to aim longer even after I've reloaded. But this gun gets a shot off every 2.5 seconds. That's amazing. Oh, and Marder 2 has died as well on our team. However, we've killed their T-50. But a KV-1's down from our team now too, so it isn't looking very good for our team at all. But their team, our enemies, made a mistake with not protecting their right flank or our left flank. We killed the Valentine, and you know, now because they didn't defend that flank, we can easily attack them from the rear. And you know, my allies are attacking from the front, we're attacking from the rear, and we'll hopefully be able to finish those guys off easily. The Su-26 gets a shot into us. I didn't expect him to hit. I'm drawing back because of all the other tanks up there, although I don't think they've seen us yet. Oh yeah, they're aiming at us. I'm going to go for the arty first, but it's important to get the arty dead, and I love arty killing, and it's easy to kill. So those are 3 good reasons why I go for the arty first. So next, the Wolverine's turn, and as you can see, if you don't aim fully, this gun can be a bit inaccurate. So the Wolverine is bouncing shots from us like a boss, but in the end we get the kill, and that's our 3rd one actually. There's a T-34 at the ridge. I think I'm going to go for him. Yes. Oh, he's got a side to us. We ricochet, and that's just the problem, that the aiming time is bad. So if you can't spare the money, definitely fit an enhanced gun lane drive. So we're attacking that Marder from the rear, and we get our 4th kill. He didn't even turn around. That KV, but see, I think he's with the rear to us as well, although I'm not sure. Now somebody's shooting at us. I can't determine who are those guys up there. So let's see if we can kill that buddy there. Yes, we can. Our 5th kill. Oh god, this gun just really kicks ass. The DPM is off the charts. There's another tank over there. I forgot what tank that is. T-82. So that should be an easy kill. And you see, that's just the real problem, this long aiming time. That's the only letdown with this gun. Our loader's dead. But you can see, although our loader's dead, the reload in this gun still is really mind-bogglingly good. So our enemies have nearly captured the base completely. I have to do something about this, and quick. So, who am I going to go for? The KV-1, okay. And can we get him? Can we get him? Can we get him? No, I'm trying to track him here because that will break the cap as well. And can we? Can we? No, shit. Oh god, it was really close. And no, I did manage. Oh god, that was so close. We could have won this game, but that's just a problem. This gun is a bit inaccurate. It is really accurate. It's kind of accurate, really, but the aiming time is just far too long compared to the reload. So that's the only problem with this gun, as I said. So all the same, we did really well. We got a top gun in that match, 6 kills. So let's see if we can top that in the next game. So second game is a standard match on Abbey. And it's a very, very tier 5 game. There are only 2 tier 4 tanks in each team and 2 tier 3 tanks. The rest is all tier 5. We've got 2 Churchills in our team and 3 KVs. They've only got 1 Churchill and 2 KVs. I think the KV-1 is a really good tank. I used to have it before it was nerfed. So with that, still used to have this 107mm 6 gun, I believe. It used to be a really amazing tank back then. The Stug gets the kill, but we got 2 really nice shots into the front of that M3 Lee. That just shows you how amazingly quick this gun reloads. So there's a Panzer IIIA there. Let's see if we can shoot him. Oh no, we can't quite get him, and now he's lost from view. But there's a KV-1 and a Churchill one there. Those are 2 very, very strong tier 5 heavy tanks, so we have to be careful there. Actually trying to drive down here, but then I realized that it doesn't work. So, I really want to get down here because then I can outflank those guys there and attack them from the sides and rear with this really, really rapid firing gun. So let's see if we can get some shots into that Churchill. I'm going for a side, we easily penetrate there. Now next, low glaciers, again easy penetrate. And actually usually the Churchill one is a tank with an amazing frontal armor, but we just spam him with our DPM and kill him eventually. So yeah, I can only say it again and again, this gun is simply amazing. And this gun on this tank, it just works fine, you know, it all fits. It's just an amazing combination. Just if the aiming time would be a bit better, this gun would just be really, really amazing. But, you know, every gun has to have some kind of drawback, otherwise this tank would be really overpowered, actually. So, KV-1 with a side to us. Let's see if we can get another hit in. Ah, we miss. He kills our radio, but let's see. Ah, no, we can't hit him. So I'm going to drive around the rear while, let's see, there's nobody in front of him actually. That's a shame. It would have been nice if the Stug or something like that had stayed in front and, you know, kept him entertained, kept him occupied, while I went around the rear and, you know, gave him an ugly surprise. However, the Stug... let's see, where is the Stug actually? Ah, the Stug died, okay, but that heavy tank though, the KV-1, he could do the job fine, but, oh no, the Stug actually didn't die, he's still here. But one of those 2 guys should actually be up front here, but they aren't, so. Oh, there's a Matilda 4. Should I go for the KV-1 or for the Matilda? No, I can kill the KV-1 without actually, exposing myself to the Matilda. The KV-1 extinguished the fire in the last second, however we kill him just shortly after. Oh, the reload time for this gun is just simply troll. So the Matilda's next. That was actually already our 2nd kill. So let's see. The Matilda is a very tough nut to crack. It's got very strong frontal armor. And in a tier 4 game, it really kicks ass. But oh, he's got a side turn to us. Okay, hello, Mr. Matilda. Take that. Uh-oh. Yeah, I see, there we bounce. That's what I mean. The frontal armor of that tank is just amazing. So, but the second shot penetrates. You know, the penetration potential of this gun is really good, actually. So that is our third kill. Now the enemies have only got a KV-1, a Stug, and a T-35 left. The Stug just killed something. Let's see who did he kill. He killed the KV-1, I believe. So I'm going to go for T-25, I think. And you know, this tank, it isn't slow, but it isn't one of the faster medium tanks. So let's see. The T-25 has got a pretty fearsome gun at tier 5, so it's got a high alpha, I believe. But with our DPM, we easily kill him. So where's the Stug? Where's the KV-1? They're probably down our left flank. So let's see if we can get one of them. Although they're probably more down there. Let's see what tank is going after them. I've got no contact to him. Let's see, what tank could that be? It's probably a Panzer 3/4. Yeah, it can only be a Panzer 3/4 down there to my left. So, there's the KV-1 spotted. He's down only 150 health, so he should be an easy kill. Oh, there's the Stug too. Okay, should I go for the Stug or the KV-1? No, there's enough support coming up. I'm gonna go for the KV-1. So, as you can see, on flat ground, this tank usually cruises at about 40 kph. So, obviously the KV-1 has followed after the Stug. So the Panzer III is attacking him from that side, so I decide to pull back and see if I can get some shots into them from here. However, the KV-1 as well as the Stug are in cover, and the Stug's health is just melting away. Okay, he's dead now. So it's only the KV-1 left. He's on very low health. I hope we can get a hit into him. And the cap's proceeding really fast. So, let's see. Come to daddy. Oh, is he aiming at us? Let's see. No, he isn't. Okay. Rear of the turret. You can see my penetration marker is orange. Let's see if we can penetrate all the same. We miss. We ricochet. And no, we don't get him actually. He got him. The Churchill 1 killed him. Okay, but a very nice game. And again, you know, this gun just really, it's an amazing gun. And most people, I find, because the T-34 isn't a that often seen tank on the battlefield, most people actually underestimate it quite a lot. And if you angle your armor efficiently, this tank really kicks ass. So I've kind of already drawn my conclusions out of this game, but all the same we'll quickly go back to the garage for a quick summary. So the T-34, tier 5 Russian medium tank and legend of the Second World War. Obviously I really adore this tank, and I think it's a bit of a shame that it isn't seen that often on the battlefield. If you're heading down the Russian tank line, you've definitely got something to look forward to at tier 5. It's an amazing tank, and yeah, it's just real fun driving. So everything works out on it, and if you can just, you know, put yourself in a road, for example, and just spam everything coming down that road with your DPM, it works out fine, you know. And if you have a quick look at the T-34 and the tech tree, it leads up to the Russian tank destroyer, so you can get the Su-85 from the T-34, and you can also go down the Russian medium tank line. And actually, if you get the KV-13 at tier 7 and then the IS, you can actually also go down the IS-7 line from the T-34. So there are actually 4 lines branching off the T-34, and I'm paying this tank to get the Object 263, which is really amazing. But I also want to get the T-62A because I love that tank as well. So yeah, obviously I can only recommend this tank, and if you can spare the money, I would recommend you to get a enhanced gun lane drive, just because the aiming time is the only thing that I just don't like about this tank. But except for that, it's just a really round package. Now, that kind of does us for the review. However, I've still got something to announce, and that is that I'm going on holidays tomorrow, and I won't be home for 3 weeks. So that means I won't be able to do any videos, upload any videos for 3 weeks. So, yeah, you'll have to do without me for that time. I'm really sorry for that. However, if you if you miss me too much, there are 100 videos on my channel. Just check those out. I bet you haven't seen all of them yet. And yeah, after that, after those 3 weeks holidays, or after those 3 weeks in which I'll be on vacation, I have my holidays will still go on for another, let's see, another 4 weeks. I've still got another 4 weeks of holidays after that. So yeah, still plenty of time to upload videos every day, and I'm looking forward to doing that. But as I said, for 3 weeks now, you won't be seeing any more from me, or at least no new footage. So I'm really sorry for that, but I can't help it. So, I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. If you did, consider giving it a thumbs up, checking out my other videos. Thanks for watching a lot anyway, and I hope I'll see you in my next vid. Bye bye.